What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Meta platforms.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you quite interesting information related to Meta and its predecessor MySpace. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, right after this massive previous drop, and I've told you that we might accumulate our position on the golden pocket range, that is the range in between 0.65 and 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. If I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its swing low, let me show it to you, right here, at the very end of 2018, till its highest point, right here, because we completed 5-wave structure in here, and this means the range in between $215 and $223 was the most probable range of trend reversal, statistically the most probable range, and from this range we should have at least a bounce, and we have this tiny bounce, and definitely it is not what I'm expected, but still we have this bounce, we had this bounce, then we had a rollover, broke this range to the downside and had a major bounce from the range of roughly $180, and it is almost the range of 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, and this bounce was quite significant for more than 27%. So, and right now we have another major sell-off. Right here, as you can see, we have the drop that broke even the one-to-one extension, and let me show you that it is the bottom. Let me switch to daily time frame. It is the bottom of this previous price action, as you can see right here, and we had a decent range of support that didn't break the price point of roughly $123.9, but eventually we broke it to the downside, and this means this wave on the one hand was eliminated, or probably this is the ending fifth wave from the very beginning of its price action, and this means we have to see the major correction from the very beginning of its price action. So what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in just several minutes, and for now let me show you some details directly related to its fundamentals. You all know that the reason of its movement to the downside is their earnings report, and let me show you that on Wednesday the Facebook parent reported a result that edged past revenue expectations, but warned of sales challenges and missed profit forecasts heading into 2023. And this weak forecast for 2023 definitely was the main reason why we had this massive sell-off. A Wall Street battered matter, the company's shares were on the verge of slipping out of the top 20 US stocks, losing a staggering $677 billion in value so far this year. To put that loss in perspective, Meta was near a $1 trillion market value as the year began and was the sixth biggest US company by market capitalization. Now it is shrinking smaller than companies like Chevron and Procter & Gamble and worth less than $290 billion out of the top 20. And let me show you some numbers. Here are the most important numbers from the report compared to what Wall Street was expecting from Facebook's parent company as compiled by Bloomberg. Revenue $27.7 billion versus $27.4 billion expected. Earnings per share $1.64 versus $1.89 expected. Facebook daily active users 1.98 billion versus 1.86 billion expected. And pay your attention on these numbers. I will show you why it is so important. Next one, Facebook monthly active users 2.96 billion versus 2.97 billion expected. Reality Labs operating loss $3.67 billion versus $3.09 billion expected. And definitely these numbers are not so good in terms of its fundamentals, because they missed on earnings per share, the most important indicator for Wall Street analysts. And that is why right after they published this earnings report, a lot of companies lowered its price target. And as you can see, all of these forecasts was made right after they published their earnings report, and all of them downgraded their price target from its previous price point, and this means we have weaker expectations from analysts, and right now we have a lot of bearish pressure on Meta. And let me show you their institutional investors list, and if you take a look on the latest filings, we can see right here that a lot of quite big shareholders reduced its position. And you have to remember that this is only the date of filing, and the actual date of execution was made about 45 days prior to this date. And if we will take a look on shares, on number of shares in general, let me show you right here. As you can see, the biggest shareholders also reduced its positions, and all of these shareholders hold a lot of value in Facebook. This means bearish pressure is still continue. And a lot of analysts told that this is the end of Facebook, and they compared Facebook price action with the MySpace price, and they compare the Facebook price action with the MySpace price action. But let me remind you and let me show you this. This is a history of Facebook and MySpace in Google Trends. So, blue line represents MySpace and red line represents Facebook. In July 2027, as you can see, MySpace was at the top of its mentions on Google Trends. Then we have a massive decrease on this indicator. But at the same time, Facebook started to gain its momentum. And this means a lot of users from MySpace migrated to Facebook platform. And this is the reason why Facebook was the game changer for the majority of people. And this is the reason why MySpace lost its audience. And right now we don't have a competitor, direct competitor of Facebook. And this number of active users, almost 3 billion users of monthly active users and almost 2 billion of daily active users. And this means without this migration, we cannot make a conclusion that Facebook is on its downtrend, on its major downtrend that will lead to basically zero and to the end of this company. This means, in my opinion, this sell-off is quite lucrative from the fundamental standpoint, and this means we can start to accumulate the position when we will see more certainty on the price action. So let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next from the price action? Definitely we have to wait for several sessions, and this week will be very meaningful for this asset because we already broke this range of support that eliminates this movement to the upside. And in this case, we can compare, let me show it to you, we can compare the entire movement from its very beginning, from the very beginning of its price action to current price ranges. And to do so, I have to pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from its bottom to its top. And what do we have right here? Right now, we are exactly at 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, and it is the price point of roughly $98.96. This means this range also might be the range of support, and from this range we might have a bounce. But everything will be much more clear in the next several sessions. And this means I will do probably another update when we'll have more certainty, and I will show you what should you do in details. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live.